Have you seen that little mini cutter? Ah! It fits perfect inside any purse, don't you worry. So the little mini cutter, which is lightweight, portable, and very handy. There's a designer series paper sampler that you can see all of the different patterns that are from several of the different suites and some even the Sale-A-Bration suites. 12 double-sided designs, 48 sheets total, and they're 6 by 6. Okay? And then the third thing is a stamp set. You can see right there. It will be the new demonstrator's choice, which stamp set she can choose, either from the mini catalog or the current annual catalog. So 3 really great items for joining during Sale-A-Bration, and that's in addition to our already $125 worth of product off of $99. I said that wrong, $99, but it's actually, you pay $99 and it's $125 worth of product. All right, now here's the best part, you guys. During the pre-order, well, I don't know if it's the best part, but during the pre-order, you can purchase the mini cutter and the DSP. I guess that was the best part, huh? Yeah. So I've invited a demonstrator to come up on stage and tell us about her recruiting success over the last little while. She's from right here in Michigan. Please welcome to the stage, Julie Gilson.
Hi everyone. I'm so honored that Shannon asked me to share with you my story and how I plan on recruiting during Sale-A-Bration. I've been a demonstrator for 9 years, and over the past year and a half, I decided to really focus on recruiting. And as a result, I've had my best year ever in recruiting. I absolutely love it. Every time I share the opportunity, it gets easier to me, so it's become second nature. Some of the reasons why I love recruiting is because all of the wonderful people that I've met along the way. In fact, some of them have become my very best friends. When we're not stamping, we like to plan other activities, other social activities. And one thing that we always do every year is plan a Christmas shopping trip to Birch Run and Frankenmuth. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. When I look back on the pictures, it just brings a smile to my face, and it brings back memories of all the laughter that we had during the day. Some I can't even share with you. One thing that was really kind of funny that happened to me and the other ladies involved is when we were shopping in the Michael Kors store, I asked one of my friends, Kathy, to distract my other friend, Stephanie, who is here with me today, so I could get her Christmas gift. So I did that. Kathy distracted her. We got it in the car. Stephanie kept trying to look in the packages, and I couldn't understand why. But a few days later, when we got home and exchanged gifts, we had the same idea. We both bought each other the same gift, the same purse, just different colors. It's really a true story. Another reason why I like to recruit so much is because all of the celebrations that I get to have with my team for their accomplishments. It's really fun when my team steps outside of their comfort zone and they, push themselves just a little bit to do things that they never thought they could do. I have several people on my team that really had maybe a little more of a difficult start. And so they really had to push themselves and get creative. They did things like go to the local Hobby Lobby stores. They also, to get on the schedule there for teaching classes, they also did things like contact community centers and drop off cards there to show what they could do. I've had people go to libraries, and also just recently a newer person joined a women's group, and she's organizing her first bingo. So I'm proud of all of these ladies because they never gave up, and it's so exciting to hear them call me with messages, text messages, or phone calls. It's just really exciting. Then I have other people who went the other way with trying technology because they didn't have a circle of friends. And one new person actually said that once she got 10 people, or 100 people, excuse me, on her Facebook page, that she was gonna start doing Facebook Lives. So she kept her commitment and did that, and I'm really happy for her and proud of her. Then finally, I also have a new person. Her name is Sandy, and she started with me in May. And I asked her shortly after she started what she wanted to accomplish with her business, and she said that she wanted to earn an incentive trip to take her husband on. I told her that that was completely possible, and I knew she could do it with some planning. So we sat down and actually on the phone, and we talked about what was involved, and we both decided that the best way was to have a balanced business of personal sales and personal recruiting. So what happened was she made the commitment to start sharing the opportunity, and at her very next class, she recruited her first person. Then the following day, she contacted me with excitement with her second recruit. And by the end of the week, she had 6 new recruits. So I am so excited for her. One of her new recruits is here with her today as well. It makes me feel so happy for her to know that her hard work is paying off and that she is on her way to earning that incentive trip to take her husband on. I know that that's not a typical, what can I say? It's not typical to recruit that many people in one time, but it goes to show you if you're really excited and committed to what you're doing, the sky's the limit. So I'm really happy for my whole team. My personal goal, I'm an outside sales rep for a chemical company, and my goal is to quit my job the end of the year, and I hope that happens. But I know that to do that, I have to be consistent. I have to continue to recruit and continue to build a team, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that will happen at the end of the year. So, you all know that Shannon just announced the Sale-A-Bration offering, and I think that's going to help me get there. I'm really excited about this offering because I know that it's always a good time to join Stampin' Up, but during this time, it's even better. I know that all of you, including me, have a list a mile long of new stamp sets that you would like to have. And me personally, I always use designer series paper on almost every project that I do. So to have a sampling of these papers is just an added bonus for me. It's almost like a recruiting tool in itself. But my best item in the offering is the trimmer. I absolutely love that. I think it's adorable. I love it because it's cute and small in size, which means it's portable. You can take it crafting on the go, and that way you can just imagine all the possibilities to offer the opportunity when people ask you where you got that from. Now, I know that to have a great celebration, you have to plan. And I also know that for me, every time I share the opportunity, it gets easier. It becomes second nature. So I plan on putting a few things in place by December 28th to have ready to go for when Sale-A-Bration starts. Number one, I'm gonna have an email drafted that I'm gonna attach the Sale-A-Bration offering to, that I can have it and mail it out to all my contacts. I'm going to use my constant contact service so that I can see who's opened the email and who's opened it more than once. I know that if somebody's opened it more than once, they're more than curious about the opportunity. So what I'm going to do is personally reach out to them, find their on button, and see if there's something I can do to get them off the fence to sign up on my team. Next, I'm going to utilize our new DBWS in the resource library and schedule regular posts on social media. All the social media platforms that I use, from Facebook and Pinterest and things like that, and make sure I get those out on a timely basis to let people know, because you never know who might be looking at one over the other. And then number 3, I'm going to have 2 events planned. And for those events, in addition to my regular classes and clubs, for those events, I'm going to have a bingo online and a bingo in person. And during those events, I'm going to have time set aside so that I can have testimonials from my team on their journey with Stampin' Up, as well as I'm going to have the Sale-A-Bration offering there on site so people can see it, feel it, and play with it. And then number 4, I know that I'll get people that tell me, oh, I can't do that, I'm not creative like you are. So what I'm personally going to do is design 2 classes. I'm going to use some of the new Sale-A-Bration products. I love that new Dress to Impress and the paper that goes with it. I know that's going to be one of my favorites that I use for this class. I'm going to do 2 very different classes to appeal to different people. And I'm going to have these classes available for my team and their teammates so that they can just worry about setting the date and getting people there. And I'll provide the PDF for them as well. And finally, one last thing, I'm going to have about a week out. I'm going to send another email as a final call to see if I can catch anybody else that's still sitting on the fence and hasn't joined my team yet. So I hope that all of you plan your Sale-A-Bration as well. Feel free to use any of these ideas, or if you don't like any of those, find some of your own to implement so that you too have the best Sale-A-Bration ever. Thank you.